One of the biggest challenges Uganda's judiciary is facing is a huge backlog of unresolved cases, with many of the cases taking long to be resolved. Even though the case backlog is usually blamed on the limited number of judicial officers, the Chief Justice Alphonse Owiny Dollo has attributed it to laziness on the part of some judicial officers. He has issued a directive to all judicial officers to have cases before them resolved within 12 months.
Tell me why a case should take 2 years and then it is called backlog. So don't be surprised if backlog is when a case has taken more than 6 months before you to be resolved. And then each judicial officer must account to the Chief Justice, not to the Chief Registrar, to the Chief Justice in writing why a particular case has taken, will begin with 12 months, more than 12 months.
The Chief Justice was today speaking at the Annual General Assembly of the Uganda Judicial Officers Association in Kampala. He has threatened to fire incompetent judicial officers who fail to deliver their judgments on time.
There will be no compromise on performance. I hope I am quite clear on this. Then you will know what the Chief Justice of Uganda expects of you. I do not want to lose a single judicial officer, not under my watch. So do not make it impossible for me not to lose you. But by the time that happens, you would have defeated the Chief Registrar, you would have defeated the Principal Judge. then I can have tea with you.
Justice Owiny Dollo also warned that judicial officers who delay to resolve cases before them would not be promoted.
And you must justify why you should be promoted when you have those situations, when you gain notoriety for cases going beyond 12 months. Every judicial officer, including the Chief Justice, will have to know that somebody is breathing on their neck from behind. There must be a team within the Supreme Court that will walk into the chambers of the Chief Justice and say, why are you delaying us?
The Chief Justice wants the powers of disciplining judicial officers returned to his office instead of being under the Judicial Service Commission.
So discipline, discipline, discipline. Indiscipline, no. Indiscipline, no. A matter which an appropriate time we should raise, so that the management, the recruitment and disciplining of judicial officers comes back to the judiciary.
He says his administration has drafted a deployment policy, and that will stop judicial officers from restricting themselves to working only in Kampala.
Worship Kawes has been Nakawa, Nagweru, Kajansi. I'm not going to allow that. No judicial officer was appointed to work only in Kampala. Similarly, no judicial officer was appointed to work only in Abim, Kabong, Moroto.
The Uganda Judicial Officers Association elected a new executive chaired by Justice Tadeo Asimwe of the High Court. Jingo Francis, NTV.